Why play Brand support? Well, he's great at throwing out a ton of damage in a very short time. Your ability to AoE down entire teams by yourself is amazing. He has amazing scaling into the mid game and pretty good into the late game too. However, you are skill shot reliant, and missing one means your combo does a ton less damage. In addition, you have no mobility and no defensive abilities, so quite often it's either kill them or get killed. Brand's passive is whenever you land an ability, it sets the target ablaze, which deals additional damage over time. This can be stacked up to 3 times, and when it does, the enemy gets a ring around them which detonates after 2 seconds, dealing a ton of AoE damage to everything within it. Also, if an enemy dies while ablaze, you get your mana back. Brand's Q is a straight line skill shot which deals damage. However, if they're ablaze, landing a Q will stun them. Brand's W is his bread and butter. This makes a pillar of fire come up, dealing large damage to anything within it. If the target's already ablaze, it will deal even more damage. Brand's E is a point and click ability which deals damage to the target and spreads to a small area around them. If the target's already ablaze, the range this spreads is doubled. Brand's ultimate is also a point and click ability, throwing a huge amount of fire which can bounce around up to 5 times. You want to use this when multiple enemies are grouped to get the most bounces off. When choosing the bounce target, your ultimate will prioritize getting your maximum passive stack on champions. In addition, if they're already ablaze, it will slow them. For combos, one of the easiest ways to poke is set a minion ablaze and then press E on that minion to spread the E to that champion. This can be very helpful if they're playing overly safe. Otherwise, the combo you're always going for is start with W or E, followed by Q to stun, and then followed by the other one which you didn't use of W or E. This guarantees the 3 stacks of your passive, which does silly amounts of damage from a very simple combo. For Masteries, go for this, it's just tons of damage. For build order, start Spell Thief and Pots, before getting tier 2 boot into Leandries. After this, as you already have tons of damage, Zhonya's is a great pickup to make sure you survive. Follow this up with more utility damage in the form of Crystal Scepter and Morello's. Alternatively, if you're looking for more damage, Void Staff and Demonic are great choices. For skill order, start W, then Q, then E, before maxing W, then E, then Q, taking ult whenever you can. For summoners, take Flash and Ignite because more fire is good. During the lane phase, you're looking for every opportunity to get your basic 3 ability combo off. This combo by itself is often enough to force them out of lane. This means any follow-up from your ADC is usually a kill. However, while you're looking for these opportunities, your W is an amazing poke tool. Your opponent has to respect the range of your W because it does too much damage to ignore. When you hit level 6 and get your ultimate, if you ever get into a fight against their bot lane with no minions, just use your ult. Between the tons of damage it does and the slow it applies, it makes landing the rest of your massive damage very easy. How quickly this applies your passive to maximum stacks and the other damage you're throwing in is usually enough for a double kill. Brand loves the mid game. Smaller skirmishes of 2v2 and 3v3 around towers, dragons and heralds are a dream for him. Multiple champions looking to fight gives you a very easy opportunity to hit multiple targets with your abilities and get a devastating ultimate off. Look for opportunities to land W, then use that champion being ablaze to spread your E to multiple targets before ulting. This will deal huge amounts of damage and you still have your Q to stun any target you need. Brand's late game is very similar to his mid game. Stay grouped with your team and then dish out tons of AoE damage in teamfights and rely on your Zhonyas to stay alive.